What is going on, everybody? It's the France, and we're back again with Divine Champion Sunstrke. This time, it's Aeolus versus Hera, and we'll have the other one today's time. Unlike the last few weeks of big old podcasts, hopefully, we are not going to have a podcast this time, and we're just going to have the deck presentations. Where is my mouse? There it is. I think Dan's just going to do the decks. Good. Get into it.
My absolute favorite product that Elestrals has ever offered is our double starter decks, and they are back in Sunstrke in a massive way. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the Hera versus Aeolus starter deck, which is going to pit Thunder against Wind in a clash of epic proportions. If you haven't picked up your double starter decks yet, what are you waiting for? Head to shopelestrals.com and secure your pre-order now. Orders over 50 USD are going to snag that incredible Stellar promo of Stellar Armadon, so don't you miss out. Up first, let's take a look at Hera and the Imperial starter deck. Hera is one of our two new divine gods entering the world of Elestrals. She is the goddess of family and thrives in the Thunder Pantheon. You can channel her divine resilience alongside Imperial in a unique heal control playstyle that endures through Thunder's protective might. By combining steady recovery with layered defenses, this deck rewards patient casters who thrive in the long game. Now let's break down this deck list in a big way.
Let's go.
First, you have 3 Quackle Champion of Hera.
Obviously.
These Quackles are going to be essential to be able to search out your key pieces and start your Hera engine. Signetric provides an incredible control piece, allowing you to daze your opponents and destroy runes. This card is insanely powerful. And of course, your main event is Imperial. Imperial is going to utilize Hera's mechanic to return those spirits from your field back to your spirit deck to be able to normal cast itself out and then force your opponent into a very difficult situation, making them disenchant their spirits. Now, all of this strategy revolves around Hera herself, which is able to return a spirit from your field to your deck in order to grab one from your underworld to put on your Hera. This essentially allows you to heal 1 spirit per turn. Hera is going to serve as a powerful Nexus bank for the rest of your Elestrals and also allow you to turbo out those effects, allowing Imperial to hit the field in a big way. Platypulse provides you with 2 options to...
I can't wait to see the actual, see people try to pull the Imperial strategy off in real time instead of just trying to think about how to make it work. Do Platypulse.
Special cast out Platypulse by bringing it from your hand to the field and foregoing your normal cast. This allows you to turbo ascend into Signetric, but it also allows you to fulfill some of the requirements that Imperial is looking for. Magnaros is going to do the same by being able to return an Elestral from your field to your hand in order to bring out the Magnaros. And up next is one of the keys to the deck, which is your Jolton Champion of Hera. When you cast it out, you can search your deck for any 1 spirit champion of Hera, but if you returned a Thunder Spirit from your field to your spirit deck, by using Hera's effect, or Platypulse, or some other methodology, you can find a 2 or a 3 spirit champion of Hera instead, allowing your Imperial to be searchable, providing insane consistency for this deck all around. I'm a huge fan of the brand new Astrabic card, which allows you to enchant spirits from your underworld to your rune row, further enhancing this healing strategy. You can also swap its stats around, much like Galaxy, to be able to put your opponent on the defensive and allow Astrabic to deal massive amounts of damage. From there, we move into some of the non-champion Elestrals. Quackle provides you healing, Toxion puts on pressure by burning, Galvenom hits the field and has massive destruction potential.
Trying to make Galvenom a thing still, Dan, I see. You know, you're not giving it a champion form on this or whatever. Yeah, I don't think trying to make Galvenom work in the good old 2026 is funny.
As does Boombat, serving as a powerful removal tool for some of the biggest threats. Magnaros is going to be able to use that mechanic to look at the top of your deck and be able to find the Thunder runes that you need, while Jolton finds your Mount Olympus Stadium, and base set Astrabit, of course, provides incredible resilience.
Can't go wrong with a base set Astrabit. Jolton, I'm surprised, hasn't been banned just because it can find any stadium instead of just a specific stadium.
Resiliency. We talked a little bit about Hera already, but one of my favorite pieces of the Hera package is the Scepter of Hera. You can only play 1 at a time, and fortunately this deck makes that easy for you. Your champions of Hera get +2/+2. You can also use Hera's effect again to return another Thunder Spirit from your field to your spirit deck.
I love how they put that you can only have 1 face-up Scepter of Hera on the field. Basically be like, yeah, if we didn't put that line in there, people would be trying to get 3 of these on the field.
Making your Imperial strategies even stronger. I mentioned Mount Olympus is providing a consistent boost to your Thunder Elestrals, and Family of Hera is the signature rune. This is one of the most powerful cards in the Hera combination, allowing you to essentially get a free heal and be able to work on turboing out your Imperial. Race to the Top pairs incredibly well with Mount Olympus, and you've got 2 Thunderstorms for incredible rune removal. High Voltage is a powerful new counter rune, allowing you to stop your opponent's attacks with the phase mechanic, and Cryoblast is a reliable removal tool to hit some of those lower defense Elestrals. Divine Healing plays nicely into the Hera strategies.
Why do you need Divine Healing in Hera? She can Divine Heal herself. Like, seriously, she can Divine Heal herself.
Being able to grab more spirits from your underworld back to your field. And Nectar of the Gods, while unfortunately banned now, can be used and is legal within the context of a starter deck unchanged. Nectar of the Gods will allow you some turbo.
Obviously, this definitely tells you that they had these decks figured out months ago and then banned Nectar of the Gods. It was like, well, we already have it off the print, so we can't really go. Let's pull it out. And obviously, he made the rule quickly, thankfully, that if you use a starter deck intact, you could use every card in there legally. So Nectar of the Gods in a starter deck is not going to be as bothersome as a custom deck that everyone knows what they're dealing with. So it's not that big of a deal.
Drawing power is finding some of these assets and key pieces to allow your Imperial combo to exist in a late game scenario. You're able to find them a little bit faster. Altar of Stars utilizing Nexus is really key.
Is this the first time we've gotten 2 Altar of Stars in one starter deck? Because I'm pretty sure Altar's always usually been one per deck.
Being able to move spirits onto your Astrabit, but also use Toxion and more effectively to burn your opponents and position change them to stop their attacks, while Gorgon's Gaze and Shield of Achilles round out the lineup, providing you defensive presence.
I mean, obviously you don't need you really don't need Ambrosia if it's not in here.
From the counter rune row. Establishing Hera early in the game is critical.
Yeah, if you get Hera on the field early, you don't have to worry about getting there's no. This is the first starter deck I think that doesn't have any Ambrosias. I know they knocked Ambrosia down to 2, but not to have any Ambrosias. Obviously, this is just a continuous heal. Put one back in your deck, grab one from the underworld. Put one back in your deck, grab one from the underworld. Put one back in your deck, grab one from the underworld. So you're kind of just getting your heal back that way.
Critical, as that's going to turn your entire engine online and provide you with passive healing every single turn. From there, it's about establishing your combo pieces to be able to get Imperial out to the field or control your opponent's field by utilizing Signetric and cards like Thunderstorm. Now, before I get into the Aeolus starter deck, it's worth noting that these starter decks do contain stellar rares. Every time you open a starter deck, you have a chance of pulling a serialized X out of 99 stellar, which could be in your Hera deck or your Aeolus deck. Both decks have a chance of pulling a serialized stellar rare, and I know for sure I want 3 of those Nimbugs, so it's about to be crazy. Not to mention, we're not just talking about serialized stellars, we're talking about reverse stellars too. In the Imperial Hera starter deck, there is a chance that you can pull a reverse stellar family of Hera. This is going to occur at a much higher rate than the serialized stellars, but it is an incredible treat for you to add to your deck. This will be an additional card in your starter deck. And let's not forget about the X of 99 Stellar Quackle. What an absolute beauty. This is one of my favorite stellar arts from the set. It is a key piece in the Hera strategy. I think this card is incredible, so good luck chasing it. Now it's time for us to take a look at the Aeolus starter deck, which is incredibly powerful in Sunstrke. It features one of the most explosive combo potential, as well as a toolbox feature, allowing you to dig into your deck and find exactly what you're looking for at any point in a clash. Aeolus commands the skies with Stratamoth and his fellow wind champions. This fun aggro nexus strategy, ultimately utilizing a combo, allows you to overwhelm your opponents with wind's powerful velocity. With rapid field development and constant pressure, this deck rewards fast and decisive play. Now let's break it down. Nimbug kicks things off by being a key target from your deck, allowing you to find it from your deck with your Aeolus effect, and then ultimately you can find a Sirikun or a Stratamoth or a Bag of Winds and add those to your hand. This becomes immediate card advantage and is one of the most key pieces in this strategy. You can also discard your Nimbug to be able to Nexus a Spirit around the field. This works really well with some of your receivers, which we'll get to here in a little bit. Sirikun provides a powerful special cast opportunity, getting a 7 defense body onto the field while Aeolus is enchanted. Really simple. You're going to have some limitations on what you can ascend into, but ultimately this provides a very powerful defensive wall and another pathway for you to be able to ascend into your Stratamoth. Stratamoth, of course, is the key of this strategy. With 8 attack and 6 defense, your champions of Aeolus get +1 attack for each wind enchanting each of your Aeolus. Then you can Nexus a wind spirit. When you do, you can special cast a 1 spirit wind Elestral from your deck. Having the ability to search your deck and special cast out a 1-spirit Wind Elestral is what makes Stratamoth one of the most powerful and fearsome cards going into Sunstrke. Being able to find cards like Pegas or Exaltair or even Nemisail allow you to choose which scenario you are in. Do I need to burn my opponent? Do I need to heal? Do I need to be able to destroy their runes? The possibilities are endless with Stratamoth and the Aeolus package. From there, you've got Pegas, Champion of Aeolus, a card that allows you to turbo ascend into your Falacane, and Falacane is going to use that Nexus effect to be able to do massive amounts of pressure to your opponent. Sorlet, of course, comes in with 4 attack, allowing you to turbo ascend into your Chrysor, and also provides as an alternative pathway to search your Aeolus out of your deck. Chrysor can turbo out from a Sorlet that destroys an Elestral in battle, making that Tornado and some of your rune removal even more crucial than ever before. Windjin, Champion of Aeolus, is one of the more unique cards in this deck because every time it receives a Wind Spirit when you cast it, or it receives it through a next effect, or you play Bag of Winds, you have the opportunity to foretell 3 cards. Then you can drop your opponent's attack and defense by 1 and 2 respectively for each wind card foretold. This deck is loaded with wind cards, so this allows you to break through some of those more defensive threats. Galaxair, Champion of Aeolus, can be special cast out into the field, allowing for a Turbo Ascension alongside the Aeolus strategy, while Exaltair is a key new piece in Sunstrke, allowing you to search out your Island of Aeolia, as well as your Aeolus, providing you the tools you need in any scenario. Now, these next 3 cards are really key. Pegas allows you to destroy your opponent's runes. This card is so clutch when paired with Stratamoth, as you can remove the shield of a...
Obviously, since Windjin, Champion of Aeolus, doesn't have a do this and get Tornajin in, that's why they have it in the deck and not Tornajin.
Achilles and other threats that otherwise would nullify your Stratamoth's pressure. Sorlet allows you to change position of a Lestral.
I mean, if you're going to use the Champion of Aeolus Tornajin, you're just going to use regular old to get it on the field.
But be mindful it doesn't work against Wind Enchanted Elestrals, so there is some counterplay to this. And Nemisail is a super key piece in a deck that utilizes a tremendous amount of spirits to generate advantage on field. Being able to heal spirits with Nemisail and pair it with Nimbug's Nexus effect or Stratamoth's Nexus effect gives you a massive opportunity to stay in the clash a little bit longer. Now, diving into our rune suite, we've got Tsunami at 2 copies, allowing you to position change and providing defensive assistance for your weaker, lower stat of the Lestrals while you build up your combo pieces for the explosive Stratamoth play. And Aeolus, of course, will allow you to search out those Elestrals and serve as the centerpiece of your deck, allowing you to Nexus spirits around and ultimately combo.
If anybody needed to glow up in from set 1's Divines, it was Aeolus and Hephaestus, and we got them in both, and we got both of them in this this set.
Wow. Bag of Winds is your standard artifact rune, being able to prevent the Elestral from being targeted by runes, but also providing unique rune destruction when paired with Aeolus, so don't sleep on that offensive option. Island of Aeolia sets your stadium, providing boosts for all of your Wind Elestrals, and Tornado is going to provide support for Pegas, being able to turbo ascend into Falacane, but also allow you to remove some of those runes. Bag of Winds, back in the bag, is one of the most impactful cards.
This is a new one. Target an enchanted Wind Elestral on your field and return it to your hand. If you do, special cast a Champion of Aeolus from your hand. I don't remember him pushing. I don't remember seeing this.
In the game, being able to target a Wind Elestral on your field and returning it to your hand, and then special cast a Champion of Aeolus from your hand. Now, let's not forget that Nimbug allows you to search this card and provide raw access to it very quickly. You can also search your Stratamoth, so what you're going to be looking to do is find your Nimbugs through your Aeolus effect and grab your Stratamoth or your Bag of Winds to hand, find whatever combo pieces you need, and then ultimately you can use Bag of Winds to return your Pegas to your hand, special cast out your Stratamoth, and then you've got your combo online. Tower of the Winds provides an alternate pathway to be able to Nexus and Ascend, and Monsoon of Eurus will also provide additional spirits onto field, allowing you to Turbo Ascend, but also activate some of these receive effects. Monsoon of Eurus will also nullify some of your opponent's strategies by suppressing their non-wind and water enchanted cards. And another card that's really sneaky in this deck is Mistral of Boreas, being able to utilize this card against an influx of increased artifact runes and divine runes. Pair that with your 1 Flurmine, and you can mess your opponent's strategy up in a big way.
This one seems new too. Mistral of Boreas can only be played when an opponent plays an artifact of divine rune. Put that rune face down, it can't be played this time. I mean, that can turn off your divines for sure. That's a good one to have.
Ambrosia gives you reliable healing. Soak in the Sky further enhances your Nexus abilities, and Divine Healing proves as a really powerful tool for Aeolus, who just needs spirits on field. Gorgon's Gaze will stop your opponent's attacks, negate their effects, and suppress them, and Poison Tipped Arrow provides some counter-rune support to remove your opponents from the field. Your strategy with Aeolus is simple. Use Aeolus, find the key pieces you need, combo out Stratamoth, and make your opponent deal with the problem. If that doesn't work, you've got Sorlet and Falacane as backup options to deal immense amounts of pressure. Exaltair is a card you want to find early, Pigas is the one you want to hold till the right moment, and Nemisail is used when things are really dire and you just need some spirits back. This deck functions in multiple different lanes and different pathways to get to the end result, so finding the one that suits the moment you're in the most is really important. Just remember, this deck is explosive but expensive, and if you don't pop your Stratamoth at the right time, it may cost you the game. Doing it too early, it gets removed right away. Doing it too late, you don't have enough spirits to combo properly. You gotta get the timing just right. As I mentioned, both start.
I don't know, the Stratamoth definitely feels like it would be something that a good player will be able to use right, and a okay player or somebody who's not really that good at it, they'll never get Stratamoth on the field. If they do, it'll just get removed every time.
Starter decks contain a serialized stellar rare. The Aeolus starter deck has a chance of getting the serialized stellar Nimbug. Only 99 copies will ever be made, and like I said, I'm going after 3 of them, so you better watch out. I love this card so much. It is beautiful. Of course, every deck has a chance at a reverse stellar rare as well. Family of Hera is amazing on the Hera side, but on the Aeolus side, you're going to have a chance to get Bag of Winds back in the bag, which is an essential piece of any Nimbug collector's collection. I've got an X to 10 Stratamoth, and I want this card to pair with that as well. These Stellars are exclusive to this starter deck bundle, and you've got 4 chances to pull a Stellar. 2 reverse Stellars and 2 serialized Stellars in each starter deck. This value cannot be beat. Let me know your thoughts on the 2 starter decks. Which one are you most excited for? And stay tuned to the channel as we'll break down the other starter deck bundles soon. Head to shop@Elestrals.com.
And that is going to be all, I'm pretty sure. Nothing else, no, just more information. The next one, of course, will be in 2 days' time. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. I'm going to just sit here and say I'm not impressed with either one of these. I hope Hephaestus has a good punch Hephaestus and Ares have a good battle back and forth, because this one just, nothing's working for me. But until then, my name is Franz, and I'll see you guys later.